million in 2019 is now worse, especially with the current economic downturn in the country. This was the concern of Domak Shelter Limited, led by the managing director, Kingsley Azonobi, that visited Daar Communications corporate headquarters in search of partnership for housing development that will ensure affordable schemes for the people in the FCT and neighboring Nasarawa states.
And have this strategic partnership meeting. Let me just give a brief about Domak Shelter Limited. Domak Shelter Limited is a real estate company, registered 2012. We've been operating for the past 8 years. Our core area of focus for the past 8 years has been in cooperative housing. But just last year, we decided to diversify into commercial housing that will enable other citizens of Nigeria to get involved with what we're doing. So we decided to come up with a very large-scale project called Domak Garden City. Domak Garden City is an affordable housing scheme that we've designed for the population of Nigeria. Domak Garden City is located at Karshi-Nasarawa axis. There's a boundary between FCT and Nasarawa State. We have two types of Karshi. We have the Karshi FCT and Karshi Nasarawa State, but they all boundary each other. Why do we decide to go through Karshi Nasarawa State? You will also agree with me, sir, that the Land Use Act of the two states are quite different. So for an investor and for a developer, there are so many hurdles you need to go through before you can be able to achieve some of your objective in life. So we decided to choose the Nasarawa axis, which enables us to purchase land, very affordable, very easy, and to be able to give the true affordable housing that every one of us have been preaching, sir. Because affordable housing, like I always say, affordable housing simply means affordable land. If the lands are affordable, then houses will be affordable. So in Nasarawa axis, we could be able to get affordable land that can be able to enable us to deliver these houses to this population that have truly been deprived. And the population in question are between the middle class and the lower class. And with our statistics, we find out that the lower class and between the middle class and the lower class are higher in population. And these are the population that truly kind of creating the deficit in question that we need to bridge. For the past 12 years, we'll be talking about 18.6 million housing deficit. Sir, this deficit has increased beyond 18.6 million. It has increased because no one is building for this population. So that is why Domak decided to come up with this initiative. Domak Garden City is a very large planned environment with a land space of about 1,200 hectares. It's quite big and quite bigger than Gwarimpa. And we didn't just design an estate within that environment. We designed including sports complex. We designed a resort center. We also designed an artificial lake. We designed state-of-the-art shopping complex. Like what you already have here, a lot of things that we have. The games village is also designed here. We have also proposed a free trade zone, which truly that is what we need within this northern axis. A free trade zone that will enable people to access a lot of goods and services at a very affordable price. We had a meeting with the governor of Nasarawa State some few weeks ago to get his approval and endorsement on this project, sir. I will happily say that His Excellency Engineer A.A. Sule endorsed this very project, and he has been giving us wonderful support, all necessary support that we need to be able to make this project success, sir. And we are preparing to move to site. we are preparing to fully mobilize the site. But we cannot just mobilize the site and start activities without getting the stakeholders in place. And AIT is one of the stakeholders that we have found worthy to really meet to see how we can be able to partner together and support this noble idea. So as a youth, I've taken my time before I set up my company to study how many indigenous companies in Nigeria that have truly survived the political terrain and a lot of things, challenges that really befalling indigenous companies in Nigeria. Repower, AIT, that communication has given us that energy to really say, look, remain in Nigeria, invest in Nigeria, and you will be able to succeed in Nigeria. So for us, Repower, AIT, that communication is a role model to us, to new companies like us, and that's why we decided to come and see how we can partner together.
Daar Communications Group Managing Director Tony Akyotun expressed the company's commitment to always support projects capable of alleviating the sufferings of Nigerians.
Instrumentality of this visit was a child of accident, interestingly, because the MD, who is a young brother of mine, and I had known each other for years and had not seen for a period of time until we ran into each other recently. And I saw him with the branded face cap, like my colleague had observed. And I said, what is this one all about? I thought it was, because I had the forum I met him was a celebration of Vivian's birthday, and I thought it was something that had to do with the beauty pageant, because I know that Vivian is always involved with pageant. And he said, no, this one is Domak. Yes. So I said, which one is Domak again? He said, don't worry, you'll soon get to know what Domak is all about. Then he gave me his complimentary card. And I said, oh, you are into real estate? And I said, yes, that's what I've been doing. And so for me, I've always believed that as Nigerians, we should collectively help to promote the Nigerian dream. I always tell people that those days, some of us were nobody until life gave us opportunities to become who we are. When the dream today that we see as AIT, Repower, and the Daar Communications was conceptualized by a gentleman called High Chief Raymond Aleogudokbesi, a lot of people saw him as a dreamer. I'm sure 80%, if not 90% of his friends would never have believed in him. In fact, I also didn't believe it, because as a young man working in the media, the government media as it then was, because that was prior to deregulation of media in Nigeria, I found it extremely impossible to imagine that a military government would deregulate media to the extent that they will allow private ownership and investment in the media industry. But today, as they say, the rest is history. He's been a trailblazer, and God knows how many radio and TV stations have been opened all over Nigeria. You can imagine the mass employment. Thousands of young people who have left school, who would have been jobless today, had that opportunity not opened up. And I believe the same thing can happen in other sectors of the economy, only if the enabling environment is provided, one, by government at all levels, local government level, the state level, and the federal level, for people who would like to invest, and of course with tremendous support of the banking sector, because anywhere in the world, capital is very key to investment. And unfortunately, Nigerian banks have not been playing that role, very sadly too, because if nothing ventured, nothing gained. You just don't keep money in the bank and keep watching it grow when you're not investing in the real sector. It's when you invest in the real sector that businesses thrive, employment opportunities are created. Young people leave school, they can also be part of the small businesses, the medium businesses, and then the economy will now grow collectively. So I believe that what Domak is doing with the Domak Garden City in Kashi, in Nasarawa State, is like a mustard seed, a dream that's going to grow and grow big. And given our own history, which I've just enumerated, you can be sure that we will also support, we'll partner with you, because we believe that dreams like this need support, needs to be nurtured together. And in that communication, we believe in dreams. We believe in dreams that are nurtured, dreams that come from young Nigerian entrepreneurs like you. And that's more reason why we would identify with this dream, partner with you to see it come into fruition and to see every stage of it become something that is credible, that any investor, any young person will want to put his or her money on. And I think credibility is very key. It's very important. A lot of Nigerians have had some bad experiences from real estate promoters at different stages of their life. I mean, I know some of our workers here who had also invested their hard-earned income in companies that have come with such promising documents and architecture on paper. But at the end of the day, it's either they are duped or the project fizzles away. And I believe that this the Domak real estate, Domak Garden City, that you have beautifully explained to us and that I've seen on paper would be one that would be translated into reality. I mean, as we speak, you can see on AIT, a project that's been commissioned today, built by the Rivers State government. Interestingly, on 2 different locations in the past 4 years, I was in Port Harcourt where I saw this project. But today when you see it on TV, you'll be wondering, but it started from somewhere. It was the dream of the governor and his government. So for you probably would meet some obstacles, some challenges, and sometimes you'll be wondering, should I back out? Should I continue? Life is all like that. If there are no challenges, if there are no setbacks, some of the greatest scientists and people who have achieved lofty heights in life will not have gotten there. Life is about challenges. Life is about obstacles. It's the ability to push ahead and surmount those obstacles and challenges that make us who we are. So for us in Daar Communications, be rest assured that we have seen your proposal of an equity partnership. Our legal department will look at it and will work out a win-win partnership between Domak and Daar Communications, and be rest assured that by the time we'll be invited to the commissioning of this wonderful Garden City project, history would have written your name in gold as a dreamer who has achieved beyond the wildest imaginations of what he thought was difficult to achieve. So congratulations, and you are welcome once again. Thank you.
The first set of the 25,000 housing projects by the group are to be situated in Karachi, Nasarawa State. Oge Ihimekme, AIT News, Abuja.